It's so humid. I have a problem. I do that a lot.
Meat problem?
I have a meat problem.
The meat guy. What is that guy? The raw
The
dude?
black dude?
No, the big, huge white guy that got in trouble for roids. Because he told everybody he was just eating like
Oh yeah.
raw
Yeah.
grizzly bear, and that's how he got that big.
No, it's there's on the Food Network. There's this black dude that goes around does
Oh,
all the barbecues, like all the.
Pull up that video of that guy eating a moose live.
Pull up a video of that.
A little cruise to get some coffee. Yeah. I don't like how I said that. It's Sunday, so we decided to go for a little cruise. Everybody's got their coffee. Abby, you got your coffee? She got her coffee.
She does. Her decaf.
Decaf with cream and caramel. Are you giving the fish lunch? Oh, a lot of people asked what paint we used on the back door. So this is what I had. It's an interior. Don't use an interior, not an external door, but it is Sherwin-Williams Showcase, and the color is called Barrier Reef. So, did you give him food? Good job. Thank you. We had used it in the house previously, so that's what I had. But it's, you know, it's under the cover and everything. I'm not too worried about it being an interior paint. You can get the exterior, same thing. Oh, and it is satin finish. The shinier the finish, the easier it is to clean. So keep that in mind. Like a gloss finish wipes right off. Usually like trim and stuff you want to do on a gloss finish, and then like wall paint you want like a satin, or even you could even go flat if you wanted to, but the flatter the paint, the harder it is to clean off, just to wipe off. This is is that eggshell?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's eggshell.
It wipes off. I know that.
This right here, this I did in a trim paint because it wipes right off. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea. You just wipe fingerprints right off of it. Same thing with the board and batten that goes up the stair, you know, in the foyer, and that goes up the stairs inside to the second story. Because Abigail runs her hands on the walls, so we wanted a glossier paint in there. You can literally take a wet paper towel and just like wipe it, and it's clean. You know, slowly but surely, like our 100-year-old house will be completely kid-proof. Good morning, friends. How you doing? You ever just wake up on a Monday morning and you're like, it's gonna be a good week, you know? You ever do that? Probably not often. Me either. Not often, because it's Monday. Hi, doggies. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh, you guys wanna go for a walk? Huh? Are you mad? Come on. No, we're not done. Keep going. Don't be mad. It's just a walk. It's not that big of a deal. It's nice out. Hasn't gotten too hot yet. Look, if you hold your head up and you look around at all the cool stuff, the Spanish moss in the trees, the people out walking their dogs. We couldn't even bring the dogs because you were so mad about going. I couldn't do the dogs and you at one time. You're awful squinty. Is it bright? You wanna try those? Try them on. No. Not gonna do it. You get them? Those little sticky burrs, those little seeds, little seed pods, you know? You're sticking to her shoes, making her mad. Frustrating, aren't they? They're the worst. And then they stick to your fingertips. Not the prickly ones, the like Velcro ones. Little hexagonal Velcro. So we've gotten the comments a few times, and it was a really good way to address, you know, to kind of share some insight on something. But the comment of, if you can teach her to wear a mask, then you can teach her to wear sunglasses or a hat. So the thing with the mask, you know, during COVID was that it was a requirement for her to go into a lot of places. So it provided her access, you know, to places she wouldn't otherwise have access to. But you have to realize, like, it wasn't a matter of teaching her. It was a matter of getting her to be able to handle the mask. But when she was wearing the mask, like, you didn't understand a lot of things that we were saying. You would not follow directions. You struggled so much with just focusing. You were so focused on that mask and wearing that mask that everything else was a lot harder for you. Remember that? The mask days, huh? They were the worst. So all of her focus and everything went into tolerating, that's the word I'm looking for, is tolerating that mask. It was so much sensory input from the mask alone that everything else became significantly more challenging. So it's not just a matter of teaching her, it's a matter of her tolerating. No, we're going up here. We're not gonna go to their house. So if she were to wear a hat and wear sunglasses, the whole, earmuffs for sound and noise and whatnot, the whole point of it would be to reduce sensory input, but the problem is you're implementing a significant amount of sensory input from those items alone. The pressure on her head, on her nose from the sunglasses, the way that things feel on your face and your head, and she's always been against head and face things, even hair ties or scrunchies and stuff. She dislikes, and she'll pull them out. That's why we use the tiny rubber ones. So we wouldn't be teaching her, we'd be forcing her to tolerate. And then the sensory input from those items would be so overwhelming that she wouldn't be able to function at the level that she can now without them. So it's kind of a catch-22, That's where we're at with it. Doesn't make sense to try to make things better by making them worse. But maybe one day she'll choose to, or decide that the impact from the sunglasses of the sun not being bright is more significant than, the feeling of the sunglasses on her face, but that's gonna be up to her. I mean, every other aspect of her life, she knows what sensory things benefit her, She does that on her own. Why wouldn't she be able to do other things on her own? You know what you need? Huh? We're gonna walk up to the edge here, and what do? We look, and then we look the other way. Then we look the other way. You gotta look that way too. Okay, we're safe, let's go. But you have to move kind of quickly because cars are always gonna be coming around the corner. Good job. See, it wasn't terrible, huh? Short walk, but a walk nonetheless. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Hey, Mom. We're coming.
Thanks.
Abby, you're gonna get me demonetized by Bob Marley. Turn your music off for a minute. Could you just wait on the music? Oh my gosh. Jeez. Priscilla texted me. She was on her way to the house. She's like, do you need anything? She always texts every time she's on her way home. I always say no. But she's like, do you need anything? And I replied back. I said, to get off of this desk.
Yeah.
You just have it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of filling out information and clicking on boxes and doing computer things. Setting up our property on booking.com, like VRBO, Airbnb, booking.com, do all those places. A wide range. Okay, they don't know what they're doing. It's so hot, I'm sweating my butt off. Y'all go inside, it's hot out here. It is not a day to hang out on the patio. What's temperature? Is it 100?
So it feels like 100.
It feels like 100? Y'all gotta see this science experiment I got going on out here. These are the golf cart batteries. So my battery charger, this one, wouldn't kick on either until it sensed voltage. So I put this in line so that it would sense voltage because that battery still has 5 volts on it. So these batteries are hooked up in series, right? So you go negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. That hooks them up in series. Series, or is it? I think it's series. I don't remember. Anyway, it hooks them up in order so that if you hook something to here and to here, you're gonna get 48 volts combined voltage. Well, not really, because that's a 6 volt, the rest are 8 volts. So you're gonna get like 54 volts combined voltage. But that allowed me to hook up this golf cart battery charger, and it's sensing voltage and it's charging. I'm so excited, because instead of doing 2 at a time for at least 30 minutes each. We get to do, what do we got here? 6 at a time, and then we'll be able to do the remaining 6 after. It looks terrifying, I know. It's not that big of a deal, don't worry about it. There were no sparks, so everything's good. Abbie, you have respite today. Mom and I are going on a movie date. Movie date! Because it's too hot to do anything outside. We're gonna go sit in the AC. So one of my personality traits is bragging about how much I love hot weather. And I love the summertime in Florida and all that, you know? But some days, man, you're just like, Minnesota doesn't sound so bad.
Right?
You know?